Isolation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Close your eyes. To dust. Observe.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Hi Mirak. I'm good, thank you very much. I'm good. I just rebuilt my Flins and we can discuss Nefer or Flins because we did that, but again, we have some leaks about Nefer's AoE. Oh, actually she has pretty good AoE, not gonna lie. The point is the damage is kinda distributed between enemies. It's not the same, looks like, because it's kinda like... Oh, for real? I killed them today. So yeah, it's kinda like, you know, like the closer enemy gets the most damage. Something like that. But again, one needs to wait for like, you know, like unfortunately not so much leaks about Nefer. Yeah, I don't know why is that. Hey Pikmin, how are you doing? I have 40 pools for Nefer already. Congrats, congrats. Just wait. If you have Lauma, just wait for Nefer because that definitely would be the best team. I mean, like kind of like maybe Nahida, Lauma, Nefer, and maybe some Hydro. By the way, you can use literally any Hydro. You know why? Because it doesn't matter whether it's going to be Nilo. You don't need to use Nilo because Nefer's passive or like her mechanics like doesn't allow you to create any course. It will convert it immediately. So yeah. No, by the way, last time I was talking about like Attackium Goblet. I mean Circlet. Oh yeah, I got it. Like you mean Circlet. So yeah, in the answer I actually like I just like ride the Circlet. That is true. Like yeah, I will show my build by the way. I rebuilt that. I have Lauma and Nahida, so I have good char. Yeah, like that's how you should do it actually, Pikmin. You know why? Let's say like that. If like I know that many players want that Flins, but if you don't have like let's say like that. To be honest, without ineffa, using Flins is a little bit difficult. But if you have Lauma, it's better to go for Nefer. It's the only answer because let's say like that. You try to build the team around. Usually you like. Kind of like building your account, you know, why around the characters you have, and that's a proper way to do it. Because if you go for random characters, it's going to be the mess, you know. Like yeah, maybe it will be fun, but yeah, if you want to get like a strong account, it's better to get something like you know like DPS, supportive characters, something like that, you know. Yes, ineffa is actually pretty good because she can be played in so many different team comps. That is true, but Nefer needs Lauma. Nefer doesn't need ineffa at all. So yeah, it's like that. So yeah, if you have like the good characters for Nefer, definitely go for Nefer. If you like kinda like don't know how damage is going to be, her damage is going to be cool, definitely. She will be about like Flint's level, I would say. Hey Ali, how are you doing? I lost hope of getting Flins. About Flins, Mirak, just wait a little bit. He will get his rerun definitely in 6.4. So just wait. You know why? Like in 6.4, I hope you will get Columbina. So yeah, by the way, so yeah, let me show my build first. I rebuilt my Flins recently because, oh, by the way, and also I was managed to finish diary mode in, yeah, this one. The ones which I was struggling a lot. You know, that battle hardened. How? Battle hardened, like I forgot, just a second. So actually it was easy. Now I will show you my builds. Actually it's kind of the same. So yeah, this one. So I was managed to do like 2 of them and like in diary mode. Unfortunately this one, it's going to be difficult. Maybe I will switch Furina with Shinchu, we'll see. And go like Nurvillet, you know? Nurvillet, something like that team. I will try. I don't know. Like Skirk actually has pretty good damage, but unfortunately Skirk needs only Hydra and Cry on the team. If you use, for example, with Mavuika, like this team is good for Fearless mod, like this one. But when it comes to like Diary mode, it's impossible because the damage is like you need like twice more damage. unfortunately. Hey Kai, how are you doing? I hope Flins won't get mualani treatment 1 year for him. Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, you know why is that? About mualani. Mualani is, even though she's extremely powerful, mualani had problems like on release, huge problems on release. That's why they fixed her, if you remember. And even after fixing, she's still difficult to use. You know, you need to get used to her moves. Like, yeah, I don't think Flins is going to be the same because his damage. By the way, you know what? Let me show you something. I didn't know that. I will do the video about that. Oh yeah, let me show my build. It's a little sad that they made must-have support for Flins and Nefer. Even it's like that impossible to get small. Yeah, that is true, but you know... let's say like that. You actually can go without ineffa. But if you want to clear difficult content like Stygian, like let's say like that, in Spoil Abyss, you can go without an Nefer. You will be alright. Yeah, you can go Beidou, by the way. In Spoil Abyss, Beidou is actually not a bad option. She is a shielder, she can, like, yeah, she buffs normal attacks, so it's not for Flins, but she still can do damage, especially against multiple targets. So you can some option. But when it comes to Stygian, unfortunately, yes, you need some supportive character. Yes, it's bad, I agree with you, but you know why? It's like, if you compare with Wuthering Waves, for example, Wuthering Waves makes supportive characters mostly for specific DPS. In Genshin, it's not like that. For example, Lauma can be used in different team comps, with different DPSs. Like, ineffa can be used in different DPSs, you know? But yeah, when it comes to Flins, I agree with you. Unfortunately, like, let's say like that. Flins and Nefer is like that. You need like Lauma for Nefer and Flins for and ineffa for Flins to make a premium team. But the same is for New Bullet, you know, because New Bullet, for example, needs mualani. Without mualani, New Bullet's damage is just trash as hell. Unfortunately, it's like that. Mirak, I recently got Flins and I was like wondering what I should put on him. Oh, you mean like let's say like that. I don't know what you mean by that, but let me show you my build. So yeah, guys, what I did. If you remember, I used to use Jade Spear, but you know what? It's ended up this one is way more better, especially when you use Furina. Even if you don't use Furina, this one gives me more damage. Why? Let me show you my in general. It's like 64 plus 30 from set and 242. It's enough energy recharge. Yeah, I will show my pieces as well. And enough energy, elemental mastery. He gets enough attack. So yeah, Constellation 0, talents like that. I need to level up this up. And yes, I recently got this one. It's not, by the way, I still have some room to improve my artifacts. They are not the best one. But you know, the damage is cool. This one is good because of energy recharge. This one is decent. It's, by the way, made by artifact transmuter. This one and this one. This one is broken. I got it like maybe 5 years ago when I only started the game. It's the only like broken piece from Crimson. By the way, what I heard, guys, just keep that in mind. Looks like Durin can benefit from this set. Just in case, if you have some. And if you want to go for Durin, just keep some, you know, because increases overload, burning and burgeon damage by 40%, increases vaporize and melt damage by 15%, using elemental skill increases the 2-piece set. So yeah, just keep that in mind. This set might be the great option, like, let's say like that, second best for Durin. So yeah, and in overall, my stat is like, yeah, almost 2.6. It's about 100 EM plus 160 from his passive. And yes, 64 plus 30 and 242. Not a bad damage. And you know what? Consistent damage. Let me show you something. I didn't get what... Oh, about Flins Constellation 1. Constellation 1 Flins allow you to do more mini bursts, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the basic cooldown on the specific elemental skill. So yeah, reduces to 4. What it means? As you know, when you use his skill... Like, let me show you. When you use his skill, you have 6-second cooldown on this one. So yeah, skill, like that. You see like 6 seconds cooldown. With Constellation 1, then you can use skill again and that again. So yeah, with Constellation 1, like without Constellation 1, you can do only like skill burst, only 2 times. With Constellation, without Constellation 1, you can do only 2 times. Skill burst. With Constellation 1, you can do 3 times. Skill burst. So it's literally like, let's say like that. Roughly, it's increased your damage by 33%, maybe even more, by 40%, you know? Because every next, his skill and burst gives you more damage than previous one. So it's about like maybe 35-40% damage increase. That's why his Constellation 1 is kind of like even though weapon is more flexible, Constellation 1 gives you more damage, you know? So yeah. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? The Nod-Krai domain doesn't give me any more good pieces, huh? Oh yeah, about that, yeah, I know. It's difficult to get pieces, not gonna lie. You know, like, I'm struggling as well, because, you know why? All of my pieces, just let me show you, like, you said this one. Looks like it's good, but yeah, defense. Looks like it's okay, but again, defense. Looks like this one is okay, HP, you know? This one is kind of another double defense. So yeah, all of them like that, you know? I miss like, yeah, this one is, not gonna lie. These 2 pieces is kind of like okay. But again, like, it's always like that between, like, you cannot get like what you want. It's like, yeah, it's difficult to get like pieces you want. You need to farm. How are you doing, Lucas? I'm pulling for Nefer, but I'm on 50-50, so wish me, I wish you best of luck. By the way, 71 pulls, and Aino still don't, oh my god. For some home, and like her time is almost done. Yeah, unfortunately that is true. Like, Aino, you know, like, I was lucky enough, I got Aino. Yeah, I won 50-50 if I'm not mistaken. If you ask me, not a bad character at all. She is great support for Cartesia, she is great support for Augusta, she is good with Chacona as a DPS. You don't even need her signature weapon, you know. I used Rocha's signature weapon. Not bad. Her signature, like, yeah, if you can get some to wish for her, like, I would suggest you to do that. She's really cool character, and since she is dealing damage while flying, it's even more like satisfying, you know. I don't have a single 5-star goblet or surplus piece on the purple set. It's that, yeah, you know, like, what I did actually, like, recently, I just, like, yeah, I spent some of this to create some trashy piece. Just a second, let me show it. It's not bad, but it wasn't so great. It's kind of like attack, retreat, energy recharge, and attack. Actually, it's a great piece for Skirk. Unfortunately, it went for attack. So yeah, it would be nice to get, like, it went a flat attack. It would be nice to get like this attack, you know. And yet I used like this one. But you can never get like the pieces you want, you know, it's difficult. In Genshin Impact, it's like, yes, it's impossible. Because you know why? You know what, actually? If I'm not mistaken, it have some percentage when you give some substats. So you cannot get crit damage back to back several times. Yeah, you can, but after that, you will get like defense, HP, flat attack, something like that back to back. It's always like that. So yeah, like, it's kind of like changing, you know? By the way, we'll never need EM or attack main stat. Oh, about that. If I'm not mistaken, it's attack. But just a second, let me check that real quick. As I know, it's attack because let me check her. Just a second. Oh, no, just no. No, Elemental Mastery, my bad, yeah. She scales like, because you know why? I remember that, like, I was thought about, like, it's good, yeah, you know, like, to get the same artifacts and, like, switch between Nefer and Flins. It's impossible. Unfortunately, she needs EM, but at the same time, she needs crit rate, crit damage. So, when it comes to building, by the way, her Ascension is also crit damage, like Flins. Flins also crit damage. So you actually need to build her the same as Flins, but with EM crit rate crit damage. Luckily, we have the weapon, which is with Ziv. So you can use this weapon on her, by the way. You know, like this one. She benefits from EM and from elemental mastery. When it comes to attack, she scales on attack as well, but better to give her EM. She is kind of like, you know, like Alhaitham. As you know, Alhaitham scales on attack and elemental mastery. Nefer is the same. Nefer is the same. She scales on attack like about like, let's say 200 and from EM like 400, twice more than that, than attack. So like, let's say if you have something, if you give her attack, you still can do some damage, but better to go for elemental mastery. What other weapon I can put on Flins other than like stuff for Homer and his main weapon, since I don't have... Oh yeah, like about that, like Kai, if you don't have, like you can use, actually, we have craftable weapon, like you can use this one. This one is actually not so bad. Just keep saying, like Jade Spear. It's a good weapon. If you can refine it, it's even better. But if you don't have, like, just keep R1, it's good enough. This one is good. You can use like this one, which is Deathmatch. You can use this one, Blackleaf Pole. Let's say it's not a bad weapon in general, but again, this passive is a little bit annoying. You know, the benefits are from that, since Flins can kill like a lot of enemies with his first mini burst, you actually can get these stacks immediately. Let me show you just a second. So yeah, at the moment, like he has 220, like 2201 attack, right?
Be silent. To dust.
You see, like, yeah, like, just a second.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, they have just a second, let me check that. He didn't kill all of them, so it's only one stack, most likely. But yeah, the point is you can get all of the stacks from this weapon, you know? So attack is increased by 12% for like this effects, has max 3 stacks. Other than that, it's craftable, Nod-Krai. I think the craftable node, yeah, that is true. Like, other than that, the best weapon, it's not even this one, Blackleaf Pole. It's craftable Nod-Krai weapon. You know which one?
Fire in the hole! Defensive mode engaged.
Yes.
Let's fly!
Yeah, we need to use Pyro to gain this,
Open fire!
So yeah, the craftable one is... By the way, the craftable one is better than... I always get such bad EM artifacts. Got to save some... Yeah, like, let's say... you know what, again, you can use attack, but she scales on attack like about like 50% less than from elemental mastery. So yeah, you still can get some damage. So let's say like that. If you compare with Flins, like she's not like Flins. She's like way more flexible because, for example, EM on Flins you can get, but you need to get like about 2k attack, you know. So yeah, Kai, like you can use like this weapon. Like this craftable gives you like electrocharge damage is increased by 48%. It's 96% if I'm not mistaken at refinement 5, and lunar charge damage is increased by 12. So it's actually great weapon. Moon sign ascending limb. So if you have second Nod-Krai character on team, lunar charge damage is increased by additional 12. So actually it's a, let's say like that. You get. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot check here. Just a second. Let me check from the website. Just a second. If I'm not mistaken, it's the best 4-star weapon, and it's craftable, so it's for free. So yeah, at refinement 5, it gives you 96% electro charge and 48% lunar charge. It's actually crazy buff. The only problem is it gives you attack, so you need to care about crit rate, crit damage. You know, that's the only problem. But this weapon is crazy. Oh, so what I want to do, like, oh yeah, what I want to do, just a second. So let me go the team like that. You know what I didn't? I will do the video maybe tomorrow about that. But again, the problem is my Aino is Constellation 0, and using Furina and Aino actually doesn't give me literally anything. I maybe will do the video about that tomorrow, like like which character is better. It's like like Furina or Aino. By the way, Aino Constellation 1 is better than Furina, and I will show you the set I use on them.
I knew you'd.
So yeah, let me just show. I use like this set. This artifact set gives me additional 120 EM when I within Ascendant Gleam, but Ascendant Gleam like its second Nod-Krai character. And yes, let me switch Flint's weapon. This weapon is good, you know why? Because when HP is 50 or less, you get additional attack, and this weapon, like Furina, buffs my ineffa. Ineffa gives me more elemental mastery, and at the same time she buffs Flins. That's why this weapon with Furina double polearm is actually good. So yeah, let me show you something. By the way, if you want me to do some tests, just like tell me, like with Flins. And yes, if you want to test the Flins, I put Flins into the Imaginarium theater, so you can check him, like gameplay, etc., something like that, you know? I'm lacking the width of weapon, and I had to share it with like 3 characters, so should I craft the Nod-Krai weapon for Nefer? About that, actually that weapon is not bad, but you also, you know, like you can... Just a second. Yes. Since Nefer scales on elemental mastery, unfortunately we don't have so many options. This one is not the case, by the way. I wouldn't maybe suggest you to use it. You can test it, but it's not a great weapon. You know why? Because this weapon is mostly supportive weapon, and it has energy recharge. As you know, energy recharge for Nefer make no sense. She doesn't play out of her burst. Her burst is just kind of like kinich burst, you know, just application, that's it. You don't need that. You can go for it, but I wouldn't suggest you. She mostly needs like elemental mastery. When it comes to like weapon, this one might be even better because it gives you additional skill, you know, like this sacrificial fragments. But again, with the, it's like, yeah, if you have good ratios, this one, yes, Widzif is the best one, I would say. Again, like a bit like within 4 stars, and but not craftable. I will check the passive. Just a second. Hey Zora, how are you doing? Let me show you something, guys. So yeah.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Strike attack. Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
Animal test 63.
Observe. Night frost. Beast.
I messed up. My bad.
Island.
Let me. My bad. Damn, bro. Just a second. And I spent all of my energy, yes. I do some healing, you know, just like, yeah. Actually, like... I managed to get, for real, congrats, I'm on Flins and got Sucrose as well. Should I pull for Constellation 2 or weapon or save for an effort? I mean, you know, like, it's up to you, but ineffa definitely will give you more flexibility to your account. Ineffa is like way better. But again, his Constellation 2 is also broken. Just let me check that. For the next 6 seconds after using the special elemental skill, it's like second hit. When Flint's next normal attack hits an opponent, it will deal additional 50% of Flint's attack. You know, it's not bad, but you know what does it mean? It means you need to increase, you need to crown his skill. AoE, this damage is considered lunar damage, Moonson ascended while Flint's in the field. Electro attack hits an opponent. That opponent's electro resistant. Oh, for real? Actually, it's not a bad. So yeah, while Flins is on the field after his electro attack hits an opponent, that opponent electro resistant. It's not a bad actually. It's not a bad constellation, but I would suggest you to go for ineffa. I say ineffa gives you more than that. You know why? Ineffa gives you defensive utility, which is actually so good. You won't believe how good is that. I mean, try. I don't know. You already like tested Flins, and you notice that even though he has resistance to interruption, without ineffa, you need to do a lot of dodging. I don't know, I was like at 0 PD, did 20 pulls and got double Flins. Oh my god, for real, congrats, that's crazy actually. Did you try Flins on Favonius? No, Favonius is not great. And use burst like in rotation? No, it's not like that. I mean, like, you know why is that? Or like, you can use Favonius if you don't have any other options, but it's not the case. Because you know why? You lose so much stats. It's crazy amount. Why Favonius is not good on DPS characters? The only reason it's because Favonius has like not so high base attack. I wouldn't suggest you to do that. And also like, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, maybe it's okay. Actually, it's the highest possible for 4 stars. But again, I wouldn't suggest you to do that. You will lose damage definitely. And the problem is, you know why? When you use his skill, like
observe,
this one, mini burst is active for some period of time, and you can mess up, you know. You can be like, yeah, you see, like at the moment, like it's kind of like, yeah, it's a little bit difficult to catch the moment. You definitely will like. The team is currently using like Flins Constellation 1, Sucrose Constellation 0, Aino Constellation 2, and Fischl C6R1. It's not a bad team. Oh, it's actually a good team, but again, like Sucrose would be nice to get like Sucrose at least. But yeah, how like, you know, like your guys like yeah, like that's crazy. I couldn't get even one copy of Aino. Just crazy. I got like Sucrose couple constellations, but yeah, her constellation 1 is actually crazy, and second one as well. If you can in the future get these 2 constellations, would be nice. Okay, what I want to show you guys, just a sec.
Absorption test.
observe, night falls. Be silent.
Not gonna lie, his damage is good. Oh, by the way, like Zoro, like many like let's say like that, many chats etc says that like this skill is not important. Actually, I would suggest you to level it up at least up to level 9. It's still up to you. Yeah, I didn't get any, like, just a second, I want to grab some energy, guys. I lost Iono banner. I said, oh, that's yeah, unfortunately, you know, like Lucas joined as well. Lucas also joined like Iono. Iono is like, I like Iono more and more, not gonna flex, but yeah, you know, like she's really so cool, such a well-made character. You know why? Because of like, yeah, so easy to use. But yeah, you know what, Zora, if so, like, oh, yeah, I don't know why you have you don't have Augusta, like, why do you, like, yeah, Iuna can be DPS actually. You have Cartesia, yeah, yes, and you have Chacona. If you don't have Chacona, by the way, going for Iuna, I would say, you know why? Because if you want to play Iuna as a main DPS, Chacona is must have. You know, without that, even weapon cannot give you so much. Just a second.
Defensive mode.
Let me get some. Okay, now we're ready. Just a second. Oh, about before Columbina, by the way, guys, don't forget about Durin. Like, Durin is going to be like actually pretty broken. You know why? Looks like Durin is going to be like his abilities depends on how many Hexen Circle characters you have on your team. And the Hexen Circle characters is going to be Alice and Nicole. I don't think you want to skip Alice on at least one Alice, you know. I don't know about Nicole. Alice is going to be Pyro and looks like she's going to be like extremely great Pyro DPS, you know. Maybe like at Mavuika level, something like that. Alright, so yeah, what I want to show you guys.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, then see.
Annihilation mode.
The night cometh.
Yeah, like let's say like that. I made a video already, like, and he can one-shot me. Maybe I will be like a little slightly like. Let me do it again. So yeah, the point is he actually can one-shot the enemies, you know? That's crazy. And this enemy, I remember I did that with Mavuika. Like, you need to do about 1.3 million damage, like, around, like, to kill that enemy. So it's pretty, like let's say like that, tanky enemy, you know? That, and Flins can actually, like, do that with... Like, yeah, like I will make a video, by the way, so yeah, just a second, let me try it again. But his damage is cool. Vortex, I got Chacona in 3PT1. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. So okay. I'm not feeling lucky lately. You will be alright, Mira, come on, like it's not like, you know, like what I would suggest you to do, like just, let's say like that, when it comes to, like, as I mentioned, like, if you have Lauma, go for Nefer. Nefer is not going to be bad, believe me or not. She's going to be cool character. Like, when it comes to damage, she should be at the same Flins level. But yeah, going for all of the characters, it's about luck. Just it. About Chacona, yes. But you know why? That's why. Like, even without Chaconas, it's actually make no sense. I mean, you can use it, but... damage is low.
Cleanup sequence in. Alright, let's finish this fast. Animal test 63.
You know why damage is so low?
Round 'em up.
Because it's like not lunar charge. As soon as you add some hydro, damage increase by a lot. By the way, that's why that Nod-Krai stuff, I mean like lunar charge, it's so powerful. Okay, let me do it again. And what I slayed like Withering Waves, scored very high points, and oh yeah, I did that as well. First half itself with Augusta, Frolova and Shorekeeper team. Guess like I don't need Iona.
Reviewing outstanding items on today's to-do list.
Oh, let's say like
Do you
that.
have any additional commands?
Oh,
no problem.
Like let's say
I
like
can
that.
add
Which team I used? I used Chacona, Cartesia Chacona, Shorekeeper on one side, and second side was Augusta, Iuno, and Verina. So yeah, it's the only characters I have DPS, you know, like yeah. Unfortunately, but most likely you use like Carlotta or something like that, because you know why? I mean, yeah, like Carlotta is still like pretty good. I heard Alice won't be playable. What? No, Mira, come on. Like Alice is going to be playable definitely, and we have a version when she is going to be released.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test, strike a punch.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol. Absorption test.
The long sleep beckons.
Yeah, something like that, you know? Like, yeah, but like my try on video actually was extremely fast. So yeah, it's kind of like was immediately. But again, as you'll notice, like he can one-shot. Of course, it's kind of like ineffa's damage as well. So yeah, you know, all of this stuff. And by the way, attack is increased by, you see that? It's 2.8. It's from like stuff of Homa passive. Same rock, I heard about, oh, you mean like, yeah, no, like Alice is going to be playable in 6.8 or something, guys. Yeah, 6.7, my bad. 6.7. And by the way, like, looks like she is going to be, or 6.6. You know why? Because they going to release Nicole as well. And looks like Nicole might be a Hydro, and Alice is going to be Pyro, definitely. It's not about characters Vortex, like it's about gambling and winning. Yeah, come on, like yeah, if it's so like yeah, then that's not like yeah, I'm not, you know, like guys, all of us like have. By the way, have you noticed something? I will do the video about that. I don't know why is that, but
Chamber full and
I mean like these llamas. See that? When you go to Natlan, like I don't know, like just like if I find some. Oh yeah. Damn, bro. No reaction whatsoever. I don't know why is that. They're kind of like, yeah. So yeah. By the way, it looks like it's all over the place. Yeah, they're glitched, you know. Oh my god, okay, anyway. Frolova outro gives heavy damage bonus to... Oh, by the way, you know what, Zora? Like, if you have Frolova, looks like you need to go for Shu Yuan. Because Shu Yuan looks like will increase echo damage. And if I'm not mistaken, Frolova casts the echo when she deals some damage. In that case, that Shu Yuan might be extremely useful for your account. Especially for your Frolova. I don't know what team you use, but yeah, just check the internet. Yeah, maybe you can find something about. Can I use Uno in Shu Yuan DPS? About that, I don't think so, Pikmin, if you ask me. You know why? Because, let's say like that. As you know, like Shu Yuan is like buffs echo damage. Uno casts that echo, but it's kind of like Vortex. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's crowd control Vortex, by the way. And it's pretty, like... Let's say like that. It's pretty it's pretty strong. I don't think that would be so useful, like to use, like because you know what? It's better to use something like, since Iuno can heal herself, you actually can go Chakona and maybe some another sub DPS, or maybe something like, I don't know, like maybe something like Shenhua. Something like that, you know, to further increase damage, Iono's damage. To be honest, I really won 50-50 since started playing, maybe 3 or 2. About like, it's the same thing in Wuthering Waves for me, by the way. Chuyuan cannot be DPS. No, it's alright, like Chuyuan can be DPS, but unfortunately he can be DPS, as I know, with his sequences. Without sequences, his damage is not so great. I heard like that. It's better to use him as a supportive character when it's at Constellation 0. You definitely cannot get so much without his signature, if I'm not mistaken. He's still super fun to play. I want to get him. But the problem is like he buffs echo damage. But he's not pure DPS. He is mostly supportive character. Let's say like that. He's not like Iuno and Brand, you know? Because Brand considered to be kind of sub DPS and DPS supportive character, something like that. But I might be wrong. I will make Shu Yuan a DPS Zoro. Okay guys, see ya, take care. Okay, bye bye Zoro. By the way, which character can be used Flins signature? Which character can be used Flins signature? Or about that, let's say like that. Just a second, let me check his signature. It would be nice to get the signature, not gonna lie, but you know what's the problem is? So yeah, for 3.5 seconds using elemental burst, the equivalent character's lunar charge damage deals the opponents is increased by 36. Additionally, after like no one actually. Oh yeah, no, like not no one. It's only like ineffa. Ineffa or maybe future polearm or electro polearm characters. So it's ineffa and Flins. That's it. Because it's like the damage is like kind of like focused around lunar. That's it. Elemental energy can be restored. So yeah, they will also regain. So yeah, it's about lunar. So it's ineffa and Flins. That's it. Unfortunately. Natalie and Lauma are known Chalan. I didn't Natalie and Lamas, like, let me copy that. I don't know, like, you know what, like, I don't know, like, how to name that video about llamas and something, you know. So yeah, that's why it would be nice if you say something about that, because yeah, they're like kind of like different. How did you even figure out that works about llama? Oh yeah, just like, you know why, sometimes I just do some damage to like again. And yeah, by the way, there's another thing, you know what. I will do the video maybe tomorrow or something. As you know, like when you have Lauma on your team, these creatures actually bring you some crystals. But if you don't have Lauma on your team, they're actually not your friend at all. Just a second. Looks like yeah, you need to find them. Nope. To be honest, I don't like this Nod-Krai so much. You know why? It's a little bit complicated for me. I mean, like in terms of like finding something, it's so difficult. Just a second. Vortex, my friend told Skyward Spine is good for Flins. Is it true? Skyward, you can use Skyward, but you know what's the problem with Skyward again? Even though it gives you energy, it has base attack. Just a second, let me check that. I mean, you can. But again, it's only stat stick. Let's say like that. Jade Spear is way better. But you need to get used to Jade Spear. You know why? You know what's the problem with Jade Spear? You see that on hit, increase attack by 3.2. So you need to do some normal attacks, hits on the enemy. You know, without that, it's kind of like, yeah, because his skill and burst, it's only one like couple shots, etc., something like that. And if you switch to another character, if I'm not mistaken, you lose all of the stacks. When it comes to this one, I would say like go for craftable. Craftable is better than this one, you know. Craftable gives you more damage. Yes, this one gives you energy recharge, that is true, but yeah. By the way, Mirak, if you ask me, like instead of like using Favonius, it's better to use like Skyward. If I'm not mistaken, even Deathmatch is better. You know, Deathmatch gives you like crit rate, which is actually great, and also gives you pretty decent amount of attack, you know. Even though base attack is low, since, let's say like that, it's better to have base attack like a little bit high, because it's definitely increase your damage. I thought I would use Iona to increase Shu Yuan's heavy attack. Yo, you can use that. Like, no, like Pikmin, you can use Iona to increase like Shu Yuan's heavy attacks, that is true. But again, like Shu Yuan's itself, like he is above, he buffs echo damage. Just a second, let me find them. Oh my god, it's... How is that even possible? They should be around here. I just sadly don't have any character Shuan could support. Oh, I see that. Oh, in that case, actually, like, let's say like that, you can use him as a DPS. If let's say like that, I want to get Galbrena, and oh yeah, here it is. Just a second. So yeah, if you don't have Lauma on your team, you know what's happening actually? It's terrible. That's it. Instead of like giving some crystals, they just hit you. Damn, bro, that's... So I will do the video about that, maybe. I just added... You can still create a DPS. That is true, but like keep in mind, like you can't clear endgame like Toa with like, yeah. His buff doesn't go him. Yeah, that is true. Actually, I agree with Zoro. The problem is, you know what's that? Even though you can use him as a DPS, you can build Chuyuan as a DPS, he is still supportive character. So let's say like that. I would say don't compare with Iuno. Iuno is completely different. You know why? Because Iuno can buff herself as well. You know? Yeah, he still has that echo damage. I mean, like Chuyuan, it depends on what echo you are going to. What is that? Oh my, it's kind of like, yeah, something new. Oh, me too, actually, Pikmin. Not gonna lie, I want to go for Chuyuan only because of his, you know, like his art design. His skill is crazy as hell. That shadow moving, oh my god, it's just crazy, you know. Like, yeah, I really want to go for like for him, but again, we'll see. I definitely will go for Gumbrella. Gumbrella. By the way, don't forget about, like, yeah, it's going to be on in couple days. So yeah. Don't talk much or won't be bothered from anything, even it's like a knock. What? Okay. Thank you very much, Mirak. I didn't know that, but yeah.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude.
I like to use
can bring some
Lauma so
perspective.
animals bring. Yeah, that is true. Actually, yes. Like you like to use Lauma, but if you don't have Lauma on your team, it's kind of like that. Okay, guys, let's do some. As you know, guys, we have discounted like this ones. So yeah. Because recently I just like made, like I spent so much to increase like Jade Spear, second one, and stuff for Homa. By the way, I will do some tests with stuff for Homa and like with... yeah, about that, Mirak, about your question to change the goblet. Just a second. On Flins, you can go for attack. But I wouldn't suggest you to do that. You know why? You will lose a lot of, like, yeah, if you have pretty good attack, just a sec, let me check if I have one. So yeah, let's go like attack piece with crit rate, no, like crit rate, crit damage. So yeah, let's say like, oh no, it's not like that. Yeah, something like that. If you switch that, you know, like even though you increase your attack by like 300 or something, it's still okay, you know, but you lose some crit rate in that case. It depends on your, like, because it's plus 30 on it. I wouldn't suggest you to do that anyway. Because you know why? Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a little bit difficult. Like if you have like crazy piece with 20 crit rate, then go for attack maybe. You know, like 20 crit rate and 10 crit damage. But in all other cases, it's better to go for like crit rate, crit damage, attack. It depends on, let's say, your build and your weapon. Because if you go for, if you use like crit rate weapon, like Deathmatch, like his signature, like Jade Spears, then yes, you need to go crit damage circlet. If you use stuff for Homa or any other weapon, like crit damage, like this one, by the way, Blackleaf Pole, it's better to use crit rate. Well, I'll get Chuyuan and see if I can make him useful. Also, go for him because of design. Yeah, that's true. About gameplay, like Pikmin, you won't believe, but it's kind of the same. You know why? I know that Gumbrella is a broken as hell, because she can, like, yeah, I like, even though I don't like pistol character, she's actually extremely like powerful. And also she's pyro. I don't have good pyro. The only pyro I have at the moment is Changli, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Changli, right? Yeah, her name is Changli, but she's not so cool, you know, she's not so good, unfortunately. Her damage is bad. But yeah, Gumbrella I think would be way better. When it comes to Chuyuan, yes, Chuyuan is cool, you know. And by the way, maybe I will make him DPS as well. You know why? I want to use him on in overworld. Because at the moment my overworld team is Augusta, Iuno and Shorekeeper. You kill animals with Lauma too? Yes, of course I do. Mira, come on. Circlet, not goblet. Circlet, not goblet. But I did circlet. I will be using Flint's signature. Yeah, if you get that signature, definitely it's better to use signature, like no matter what, because you know why? Again, like if you compare signature with any other weapon, signature is way better, about like 30% better, by the way. Because you know why? You not only get some damage, you also get some energy, which is extremely important for Flins.
Defensive mode engaged.
Close your eyes.
So yeah, if you notice that I can do like 2 hits, right? Then 2 bursts. With Constellation 1 you can do like 3 at the same time, like in the same time window. So let's say like that, you have 12 seconds, let's say not 12, but about like 14 seconds, because 1 second goes to like to do at least 1 hit. So with Constellation 1 you can do like 3 hits, with Constellation 0 you can do only 2 hits, and the damage is actually like, yeah, way better. It's about 40%, kind of like 35-40% damage. Not in my account. Yes, I got it, like Mirak, I know what you mean. But at max, like level 22, like level 22 crit rate, not that much to be honest. Like, no, it's like, it's not that much, but you know what? Electro, I will keep it. Just in case. You know why? It's not like that. Don't forget about that set. I mean, this set, like you see like 64, right? Just a second. Don't forget about the set. Actually 22 is more than enough. It's like more than enough.
Annihilation mode. Knock him down.
Observe. Be silent. To dust.
You see that 94 now. You know why is that? It's because this set, by the way, it's the same will apply to Nefer. Don't forget about that. No need to build Nefer like with crazy crit rate, because this set gives you crit rate. You see that? If you have only 1 lunar characters, like crit rate will be increased by 15%. If you like plus 15%. If you have 2 Nod-Krai characters, it will be like 30% crit rate. So yeah, don't forget about that. Also, it gives like lunar like damage. Lunar reaction damage, you know, increased. It's so yeah, it's actually a good set. That's why it's better to use this set, like not any other sets. And the only problem is it gives that for 4 seconds. So you need to do like, let's say like that. This set is great when you have Constellation 1. Unfortunately, that's a little bit problem, I would say. You know why? Because you see that. So yeah, gains a gleaming moon intent effect for 4 seconds. And Constellation 1, it's reduced to 4 seconds. So like, let's say like that, to get that like the best flexibility or usability, I don't know how to explain that. Well, you see, like you need to go for Constellation 1. It's like this set is great with Constellation 1. And when it comes to Constellation 0, you still will not lose damage, but what you need to do, you need to like hit an enemy. Just a second. If the equivalent character is on field, gains the... Oh, no, you need to be on field. So yeah, you will be alright anyway. So yeah, you will be okay. Just a second. Some Mora. Yeah, that's what I mean, like using crit damage weapon since his set gives... That is true, yeah. When I fully build him, I will test him first and like activate his... Yeah, that is... Let's say like that, yes, his Constellation definitely, it's a huge upgrade. By the way, you definitely will change your gameplay. Oh yeah, I need to do the boss. By the way, Nefer boss. Let's do it. I Oh no. Yes or no? No. Let's do like 2020. I will do the boss maybe like next time. So yeah, I still have time. Okay, let's do some, you know what? Let's do that boss. How to break the shield of the electro charge boss in Stygian onslaught really quickly. Or you need to do like lunar damage. It's a, let's say like that. That's the only way to do it like quickly. It's the only way to like do, or you need to do like extremely great damage. So the characters like Ineffa and Flins, extremely helpful. Let me do it. By the way, as I mentioned, I was managed to clear like diary mode with this one after changing my build. So yeah, let me show my build again. So yeah, now my Flins is like that. 64 plus 30 and 242. Pretty decent amount of elemental mastery. Not a great one, to be honest, but again, I will try to fix that. No, I don't have any lunar charge. Oh, if you don't have any lunar, you can go Electro, you can go Skirk. Skirk also is possible. With Skirk is also possible to do, by the way, because Skirk actually deals a lot of damage, especially with her burst. You know, the team like Furina, Escoffier, Sitlali and Skirk. Unfortunately, you need some 5-star weapons because I haven't seen any. Like I've seen like Constellation 0 teams. Once was with Constellation 2 Furina, another one with Constellation 2 Skirk, with signature weapons on Sitlali, on Escoffier, and on Skirk. Without that, like even with that team, players finished about like 4 or 5 seconds left, you know? So you need actually huge damage with Skirk. But it's possible. With Verisa, you definitely need to use some like, you know what's the problem with Verisa? Verisa mostly played in overloaded archetype. But in that case, you need to use maybe like Furina, Shenyun, Verisa, and Janssen. I would say like team, let me show you. The team like that, Furina to give you more damage, Shenyun to do some healing and increase your plunge damage, Verisa for DPS and do Electro, and Janssen to buff. Something like that. I don't think you can do like with any other team. Like maybe it's possible, but this team is the best team for him, you know? Like this one. It's not a bad team. Unfortunately, I don't know how it would work, you know. It should be okay, actually. You know, you do Electro because if you see that, you need to do like this reaction. So yeah, and the characters like Electro is actually beneficial. Why Shenyun is good? Because Shenyun increase your plunge damage. At the same time, Shenyun can hold Viviset, which actually can swirl, you know. In that case, yes, you need to start with Verisa to swirl Electro. Just a second, let me just start the game. So yeah, let's do couple tries.
Use the force authorized. I warned you.
Stand clear.
Observe. Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Observe.
Preparing for dust-up. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Close your eyes.
Shower me with this! Absorption test!
Observe. Fear the dark. Close your eyes.
Ultimatum protocol.
Stand clear!
Observe. To dust. Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls.
Animal test 60.
Observe.
Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes.
Annihilation mode.
Absorption test.
Be silent. Observe. To dust. Be silent. Night falls.
Strike a pop.
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Stand clear.
Close your eyes. Observe. To dust. Fear the dark.
Again, it was super close, but yeah, like it's, you know why? It's still like you need some like luck in proccing to do it. Just a little bit luck. But still, I was managed to clear it. The only one, like this one, it's a little bit difficult because I don't have any team to clear it, unfortunately. Like, yeah, the only team you can use is like with a two good DPS. Unfortunately, like, yeah, it's kind of, one of them is mavuika. Another one is like mualani. I don't have mualani. I tried Navia, it's not okay. Like the team like this, you know, like this one, because like Navia can benefit from like cryo as well, you know, and also like she benefits from the buffs, etc. I also tried with Skork, but yeah, it was terrible. I tried like this team with a new Nurvilet, you know, like something like that with Citlali. It's bad. The only team which actually I can try to do it's like that. It's Furina. It's going to be maybe Citlali, Skofir. I don't think it will work, but and Skork, like something like this one and like this one, maybe. In that case, I need to use Shinchu with Flins. I will try to do it anyway. You know? But again, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit difficult because he has, like, this enemy has like twice more HP, like in diary mode. So it's difficult, not gonna lie. Just a little bit. Okay, so yeah, let's do. But it's the first time I cleared like two separated diary mode bosses. Because yeah, I was managed to do one. But now it's two. It's actually like some progress, you know, why not? But yeah, Flins definitely helped me. I didn't expect I can do it, but yeah, looks like that stuff for Homa, like yeah, it was actually like a great upgrade for Flins. It's definitely not like his signature, but it's still like good damage. Who can you use with Veris? Oh yeah, like I explained that.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
And yeah, don't forget about, guys, don't forget about a special program. So yeah, we will get like special program on Friday. It's going to be like Nefer, maybe they will show us something like future, because like, let's say maybe we will get some info about Durin, you know? Because we have a lot of leaks. Durin is going to be released as 6.2. It's not so much time to wait though, right? Yeah, it's like 2 weeks.
An orange snow dances in the air? So this is the fabled desert.
Take me up! Insulation chamber deployed. Annihilation mode.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
We need to destroy the shells.
Last attack! Cleanup sequence initiated.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Take me up!
Okay.
Yeah. In this case, Lauma would be better.
You want...
Ah, no. Hey Cloud, how are you doing?
Another rude night. Hold on to your hats. Let's fly!
How inconsiderate of you. I can still... Let me try.
Defensive mode engaged. Open fire! Locked on! Locked on! Insulation chip.
I'm gonna try. To be honest, I think I will quit. Like, Mirak, like, you know, like, I don't know how to answer to that. I mean, you can't, anyway. Sooner or later, if you play the game, all of the games in the future will be like either like gacha games or something. Yes, they will release Ananta, which is going to be free of gacha. You know, you can't do gachaing, something like that in Ananta. But again, like, what can I say? You know, gacha game, it's not about the game, it's about you. Like, it's like how you treat the games. It's not how game, like, let's say like that. It's not game changing you. It's kind of like how you, like, it's a little bit difficult to explain. But anyway, it's up to you. What can I say? You know?
My experiment.
Like, you think like not playing the games like will change something? It's not. Believe me or not, it's not. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, I'm on a 55 feet now. I'm on weapon banner. I will get like 5 pulls. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, 5 pulls. It's about, yeah, that is true. And also, don't forget about 300 primogems out of special program, which is going to be live in couple days. So yeah, you will get like couple more, or like actually, let's say like that. As you know, like weapon banner, it's about 80 pulls. You know, so you might be like, yeah, you definitely will get enough days to get it. And also, if I'm not mistaken, just a second. Oh no, you can't get anything. Unfortunately, yes, this one doesn't give you any fates. So yeah, it's only like from this stuff, 5, from special program, from dailies, so yeah. But you will get enough. Flint signature, yeah, like I wish you best of luck. That signature is crazy, not gonna lie. Ah yeah, Cloud, by the way, I was managed to finish like Diary mod with my Flins. I will show you the build. I rebuilt him a little bit.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol. Absorption test.
Beware the creatures of the night.
That's crazy, actually. Yeah. It's not one shot, but it's close to one shot, you know? It's actually like, yeah, huge damage. Damn, bro. So yeah, let me go to that again. Let me try it again. Like, real talk, like pull new characters, they like kids, etc. Now like I can play Genshin much, maybe 20 minutes or less. So I think I will stop for some time. Which is good. Like Mirak, I don't know what to say, you know, like
and complexity of
again. Remaining HP damage. Let me show you my build. I rebuilt my Flins, by the way. He is like yeah. Now I switch to Staphoroma. At first place, I was managed to get a little bit more attack, and my crit rate, crit damage ratio actually increased by a lot, you know? It was 22 to like 58-ish something. Now it's 64 plus 30 out of like artifacts, and like, yeah, this one, and also enough, like, yeah, let me do it. At least, like, yeah, but I didn't change any characters at all. I mean, like, only Flins. Flins deals more damage now. Like, is it good or something? I like, what is that build? It's good or something. It's actually not bad. Oh, by the way, you know what? Let me check Akasha, you know? Just like that. Why not? I don't think my Flins is going to be like crazy as hell. He's within like, yeah, 8%, something like that. So yeah, it's bad. He's bad, not so good. Because you know why? Actually, my artifacts, not so great. Let me show you. So yeah, when it comes to artifacts, it's actually they're not so good. This one is kind of like meat, you know. This one is okay, but again, it's only 12 on 3, you know, not so much. This one is good, not gonna lie. It's okay. It's kind of like okay. This one is okay, and this one is crazy. This one is actually extremely great because it gives me all I need, you know, for Flins. And the weapon is, yes, Staphoroma. Flint's not on Akasha. No, he's within Akasha, but yeah, it's about like 8% or something. So yeah, Mirak wants to quit. Okay, like, what can I say? Alright, let me try it.
Use the force authorized.
Installation chamber. Animal test 6308.
be silent. To dust. Observe. To dust.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Preparing for dust up. Stand clear.
Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Close your eyes.
Strike a pose!
Defensive mode engaged.
Be silent. Observe. Night falls. Night falls.
Installation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol.
Animal test 60.
Be silent. Fear the dark.
I missed an attack actually.
Night falls.
Shower me with threat!
Defensive mode engaged.
Stay clear! Animal hyperspace!
Observe. To dust.
Unfortunately, he can dodge.
Be silent.
Preparing for dust up. Cleanup sequence.
Absorption test!
Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Close your eyes. To dust.
Strike a pose!
Defensive mode engaged. Accelerated. Yes. Annihilation mode.
Animal test 60.
Observe. Fear the dark. Be silent.
Yeah, you see, like it's actually like
Fear the dark.
so. Yeah, it's like that. It's not upgrade for me, but yeah, I did better job. But yeah, it's possible. I managed to clear the first two bosses, but that electro charge boss is too hard for me. With did you see that like 6.3 new artifact? Yeah, about that, yes, Cloud, we can discuss it as well. I didn't see like about that Pikmin, like let's say like that. When it comes to fearless mode, actually you can use, I don't know which one you use, Pikmin. I mean, it's diary mode or like, yeah, but you notice that it's kind of, by the way, if you get his signature weapon, you can actually can do it. By the way, if you get Aino Constellation 1, Aino Constellation 1 is better than Furina. So yeah, my Furina build is like that. With, like, she actually trash. So yeah, like Y0, level 0, 16. So yeah, you see that. And the weapon is like that, because you don't need to use that burst, you only need to use her skill. HP, try to give as max as possible because of that resonance, you know. So Vortex, what about stream title? Like, like Mirak, I say that at the beginning, but yeah, you just ask what, like, yeah, if you have Lauma, go for Nefer. It's gonna be Columbina, Set, and Varka. Yeah, definitely. About Varka, I don't know, but definitely for Columbina and maybe other characters, because I don't think it's going to be Varka, because Varka is going to be released as 6.5, but maybe it's possible. Definitely one of the sets is going to be for Columbina, definitely. But yeah, again, most likely for Columbina, you still can use something like, you know, 2-piece, etc. We still don't know what stats she's going to be scale of. Most likely it's going to be HP. I assume it's going to be HP, you know, because I think they will just replace New Wallet, if you ask me. No, Overload also breaks. Overload, yeah, also breaks the enemy shield pretty well. Yeah, that's true. Like not only Overloaded. Like when it comes to Overloaded, you can use also, again, as I mentioned, like you can use Skirk. Skirk is also pretty good, you know. But yeah, Overload is great, just keep that in mind. Most likely you need Constellation 6 Chevreuse and Constellation 6 Eonson. You know why? The problem is, many players see that, yeah, Overload is great. Overloaded is just crazy. But if you don't have Constellation 6, Chevreuse at least, it's actually decrease your damage by a lot. And if you don't have like Eonson Constellation 6, it's also increase your damage. Unfortunately, because like this constellation not only gives you like 3 seconds, it also gives you, like, let's say like that, it also gives you additional 25% damage bonus, which is actually crazy, you know. It's also increase your buff time, you know. Yeah, unfortunately, you know what, guys, the problem is Miraku wants to go to get all of the characters, and in Genshin Impact it's impossible. I mean, like in all gacha games, getting all of the characters in the it's impossible. The point is, Ananta is not going to give you the characters. If I'm not mistaken, you can choose a character and that's it. So yeah, you will play with the character all the time. What you can do, it's kind of like buy some outfits, some like, you know, something like that. Bro, overload, yeah. Okay, let's do one more of this. Unfortunately, yes, it's just impossible to get all of the characters. I know, I feel your pain, you know why? Because, let's say like that, building an account, it's not an easy task. Because you need to focus on the characters you need on your account. It's not like you need to go for all of the characters no matter what. Because I also skipped some key characters. Like, yeah, now I'm struggling a little bit. For example, I went for Kinich, but looks like mualani was a better choice, you know? Even though Kinich is fun to play, he's not so powerful, you know? Mualani is way, way more better. Like, extremely, like, she's like, way, way more better. Kinich was good for a short period of time, but now she's not okay, you know? Like, again, what's the problem with Kinich? We still didn't get any good supportive character for Kinich. Yes, maybe Durin will change that, but I don't believe in that. So yeah. The Ancient Constellation names feels like life lesson to... Oh yeah, maybe it's like that. Actually, yeah, that is true. You know why? Because she always said like, yeah, it's coaching stuff, something like that. What if someone doesn't have Nefer or Lauma? Will Columbina be enough to replace him? About that, I don't know, Miraku. To be honest, I think... If I'm not mistaken, yes, because if she's going to be sub DPS, yes, but again, you still need some reaction. If she can activate Electro and Bloom and lunar charge and lunar blooms, then yes, according to the leaks, like yes, she can, but I don't believe in that. It's still possible. You know, well, let's say like that. If you go for Columbina, add some Electro character, so you can get lunar charge. If you add some like Dendro character, you can get lunar bloom. It's possible actually, and if it's so, you actually can go for Columbina. Yes, it's not going to be a premium team, that's for sure, but it's definitely going to be a pretty good team. Mualani on top. Yeah, Mualani is like a top, actually, that is true. Not gonna lie.
Stand clear.
Night falls.
Oh my god, it's just kind of like literally one shot. This team is really cool, not gonna lie. Huh. Oh yeah, by the way. You see that, like, Elemental Mastery increased by 463. It should be actually more if I use ineffa's burst. So yeah, it's, you know why is that? Because Furina gives me 120, Sucrose gives me some. Oh yeah, it's additional 200 from here, and also ineffa should give me some, so it should be actually like pretty huge number. Mualani, yes, unfortunately, you know, like I skipped Mualani, but you know what? Then I decided to skip her again and again. Because, oh my god, finally Elemental Mastery Sans. Damn bro, that's finally. You know why? I farmed it, let me show you guys. I farmed this one for almost, like, not almost, but more than a month. But I didn't get any. Just a second. So yeah, that's my first Elemental Mastery Sans, because I got like attack, I have like HP, I have ton of other stuff, and I used to use like energy recharge, this one, which is actually, to be honest, like at level 16 it's not bad. EM, crit rate, crit damage. But again, that was my best piece. Now I have like, yeah, it's kind of trashy, but it's okay with energy recharge. If you have something, if you get something like EM and at least one stat energy, just keep it. It's so good, actually. You know why? Because let's say like that. Yes, Furina cannot use that burst anyway, but Aino can, you know. From that domain, specifically what? Sara is actually. You to try Ianson or Sara instead of ineffa. No, it's not a good, like on Flins, let's say like that. You can, let's do it. You can do that. But again, ineffa that gives you more than that. Like only that defensive utility, just increase your damage by a lot. Especially with that domain, let's give it a try. Another problem is energy, and unfortunately, yeah, I'm not going to switch the set.
Anyone need a coach?
Anyone need a coach? She uses Noblesse if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, she should be alright. Favonius and Noblesse, yeah. And does she have? Oh yeah, she has full energy. Let's give it a try. I don't know, like, yeah. But definitely ineffa is way better. You know why? Even though Flint scales of attack, and attack sands and goblet is better, but yeah, it depends on your stats. But mostly it's like that. Ineffa is better because of she buffs your elemental mastery. Silky Moon artifact, so random. Yeah, I don't know which one to like. Yeah, that is true. Actually, that is like so true. Like, because you know why? Silky Moon, it's kind of like Gilded Dreams, you know, for Nod-Kraiers. Because when it comes to these artifacts, you actually need to lock all of them. You need to lock HP, like unless it defends. Because you need to lock, just a second. Sorry guys, so yeah, you need to lock HP, you need to lock elemental mastery, you need to lock attack. You know why? Because let's say like that, the characters like Ororon exist, and he needs some like good ratio with this artifact. So you need something like crit rate, crit damage stuff, you know, and a ton of energy recharge on him. You know, so yeah, he needs like something like, let's say, like this one is like something like that, you know. Something like with, yeah, this is not so great, unfortunately, but yeah, I switch maybe something. So yeah. You got the point, you know? You need something like for a DPS. Let's say like that, you can use this set as a DPS on Mualani. It's not a bad option. Because she is from Nod-Krai, so yeah. It's the same thing goes like, it applies to like Silken Moon. Silken Moon is the same because we don't know which character we're going to get. We definitely will get Jahoda. Jahoda most likely will benefit from that Silken Moon as well, don't forget about that, and she will be better than Sucrose, most likely. My luck is fire on this domain. To be honest, I have full set for both Flins. For real, that's crazy actually. I mean, like, yeah, don't forget about Nefer. Nefer needs elemental mastery instead of like, I have, by the way, you know what, actually I have full set as well. Not complete. Let me check. Actually, yes, I have. I have built like this one. This one is cool. Let's say not a perfect one, but it gives some crit rate, crit damage. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, I'm mistaken. I don't have elemental mastery, and I don't have like, I have crit rate, but it's like trashy. You need something better. So yeah, I still miss one piece. All right. So what we're going to do?
Let's absorption test.
Night falls.
No, it's like you see that the damage is like so bad, and also like
to dust.
See that? It's terrible.
Shower me with faster, stronger. On. Enhanced animal module.
Observe. Do not fear the dark. Be silent.
You see that? You see how, like, it's a huge difference. Now let's just switch to ineffa and I will show you how good ineffa is. At first place, ineffa gives you, not, by the way, don't forget about, like, ineffa also gives you additional lunar charge damage. It's not electron, you know? Yeah, EM, Sand, Goblet for Nefer. EM, Sands, and Goblet. Yeah, that is true. Enough, like, you need to use like EM. You know, like, if you notice that, Ineffa is like way more better than Janssen. Way more better when it comes to energy, when it comes to like buff. The problem is, as you know, guys, Constellation to Janssen is not enough to keep that buff on non-Natlan characters, because yeah, it's a little bit difficult, and I don't have any Natlan characters. That's a problem. That's why she is good for Verisa, mostly. For Verisa, you can use on some other characters, but you need some high Constellation. Now, let's switch to Ineffa.
Please select target for...
That's what I was talking about. Like, that defensive utility she provides is just crazy. Even though Flins gets that resistance to interruption, it's not bad, it's still not great. Unfortunately, what is that? The team only had one Nod-Krai character. Oh, actually, let's see, okay. Let's do again. Let's switch to Aino.
Let me down, Kerplunkatron.
That Nod-Krai, like, yeah, that's why it's that's damage was, because that damage was low. Just a second. Janssen. She's 81, yeah.
Anyone need a coat?
Just let me check that. Yeah, she doesn't have. Oh yeah, I will get some. Do I have enough? Yeah. Well, that team only had, yeah, just a second. Unfair test, that's unfair test, yeah, that's true. Actually, that is extremely unfair test. Let's do it with Aino. Unfortunately, yes, my Aino is... Yeah, you need some Constellation. Okay, so...
Control breeding. Full speed ahead. Animal test 6308.
Observe.
Yeah, this one is bad. It's fast enough, but it's super fast actually. But you notice that, you know what the point is? Like, as soon as you add like how much he gets out of that second, second Nod-Krai. But again, ineffa is better. Ineffa is like, that resistant, like that defensive utility is crazy. Another problem is with Janssen, you know what? When it comes to Janssen, you actually okay only with Constellation. Like, yeah, you still like Constellation 6 also gives you some like 3 seconds to have buff time, you know? It's still okay, yeah. But you know what? I didn't expect, like, Janssen is actually doing like not a crazy job, but actually she's not so bad. She's not terrible that I thought. And by the way, I can do the test. Janssen or Ineffa is not a bad option, you know? Like, it's not a bad, yeah, maybe I will do the test. Like, Aino. Unfortunately, Aino is Constellation. You know what? Let's do the test. Let's try, you know what to do. Let's try one shot. Some enemies. Just a second. Do we have time? Just let me check that. Yeah, we have some time. Sara Constellation is better than Janssen, as I heard. Sara Constellation 6, yes, you know why Sara Constellation 6 is better? Because Sara Constellation 6 increase your burst damage. The problem with Sara, you need to get used to her. That's the only problem. You know why? Because you need to use her skill burst, then you have only 6-second window to do that burst. It's possible, but again, it's with Janssen is way more comfortable to play. My Sara, I have Sara. Maybe I will try to do that with Sara as well.
Quick as a flash. Check, stand clear.
Yeah, I got it. Let me try on boss. Jahoda. Jahoda 4-star quick swap DPS with Lunar. Well, I don't know about that. What, did you see those leaks? Those are too good. So like Jahoda. Yeah, I'm sending that this. Thank you very much. About Jahoda, yes. Like Jahoda definitely will be an option and good option, like replacement for Sucrose. Like no doubt about that. Because you know why? She is from Nod-Krai. She is Animo, as you know, guys. Alright, let's do that boss. I like to do this Natlan boss, to be honest. You know why? Because this boss is actually a little bit difficult. Because if you, like, yeah. Aino EQs and like Sarah Q. Oh, it's actually not a Q sucrose E. Then Sarah Q sucrose E. Sarah E holds and but it's not a great rotation. No, it's not actually good rotation. You know why? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's a bad rotation. Because the point is, did you get the buff? Oh yeah, maybe. I will try to do it. Just let me copy that. I don't think if it's good rotation or not. You know what's the problem is? You need to use like EQ like close to Sarah E holds and Flins EQ. Sorry, it hold. You don't need to do that if you have. I don't know why guys to like doing like trying to hold that skill again and again. But if in my opinion it's a mistake. You know why? When you have Constellation 1 or Constellation 2. So yeah, you don't need to hold that at all. So yeah, you can actually go, if I'm not mistaken, this one. The only problem is time duration. You know, like because she gives like... But I will check that. Yeah, for me she is Constellation 6 and she gives like 60% crit damage to like active electro character. Do you have Constellation 6 ororon? I want him like C6 for Flins. C6 for Flins is not okay. You know what's the problem with C6 ororon? Constellation 6 ororon is actually good for Natlan only. That's a problem. I have him Constellation 6. Like Constellation 6 ororon, as you know, like have like this passive, which gives you like pretty good amount of attack buff. So yeah, like attack is increased by 10% for 9 seconds, 3 stacks. It means like 30% attack buff. The problem is after triggering, like it's kind of like some of your characters should be from Natlan. Without that, you cannot use that. The problem is like here. Apparently Columbina isn't actually Varka's teammate, like they can be on the team, like, but about that, yes, maybe, kinda clingy rotation, but still usable. Yeah, no, you know what, Mirak, the problem is, it's, you know what's the problem is, like, you can use Sarah with that, like, rotation.
Like a rusty machine.
But the problem is, like, it's really so complicated, you know, it makes no sense. It's better to use, like, yeah, if you don't have any choice, then yes, but yeah. Optimal choice for him, like what? Apparently Columbina, not the option. Yes, about that, like, again, like Cloud, like, Varka is going to be not from Nod-Krai. Because of that, yeah. Okay, let's try
If you
this.
insist on putting yourself to the test,
Stronger! On my mark! Absorption test. Stand clear.
Be silent.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Observe to dust.
Ineffa is better, but he is still doing some damage. I will try to do the test, but yeah, he's still doing some damage, not gonna lie. I mean, but again, you notice that, so yeah, that buff, you know what's the problem is? Again, my Janssen is Constellation 2, maybe Constellation 4 might be better, slightly. Let me check attack, attack is okay, set is okay. Damage is not bad, but again, like ineffa is better. I will do the like damage test, no problem. Do you think like yeah, you like Cloud? If you want me, I can check. Like okay, let's check that. Let's check ororon instead of Iansa. But yeah, you definitely will not get anything. You know why? I will show you. Let's check ororon. My ororon is built. I don't touch him. The problem is, at first place, ororon use like this set mostly as a supportive. So yeah, you can switch to Noblesse maybe. After using Sara E, you need to do charge attack to ground swap to Flins. Actually, you don't need to do that, Mirak. I don't know why players like do it again and again. When you have Constellation 1 or 2, I don't remember exactly, you actually can avoid doing that. You know why they do that? Let me show you. They do that to get that like... So yeah, you don't need to do that, if I'm not mistaken. If you have constellations, you can actually like, yeah, can avoid doing that. You just need to... that flower hits you, that's it. What I say, you won't get Sara buff this way. You have to run and come back with Sucrose to get Sara buff. What? Sara buff? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cloud. I will like, you know, like, let's say like that. I don't think I will use Sara with that like cringy rotation, to be honest, you know? But yeah, if you have no choice, you can use Sara. Yeah, like ineffa helps like with enemies attacks, but Janssen still good option. Janssen good option. You know what's the problem is with Janssen? Like that defensive utility is extremely helpful. But yeah, let's try Ororon, no problem. Ororon definitely is not a choice.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Farewell! Tell me what you see.
Absorption test, animal test.
To dust. Do you fear the dark?
I mean, yes, you see, like, you can kill, but the damage is super low. When you compare with ineffa, ineffa literally can one-shot him, by the way. Like, with ineffa, you literally can one-shot him. Because you know why? You can get that buff from, you can get that, Flins buff from, the only buff you can get it from Noblesse. I don't know, I see people with Sara do it. Oh, look, yeah, Mirak, no problem. I will check that, definitely. Like, if people with Sara do it, I maybe will do the test as well. Like, I definitely want to do, like, with Janssen. It's not a bad option. Like, damage test, Janssen or, like, ineffa, you know? It's actually a good set, because, let's say like that, Janssen is actually a good option. I also will try, like, to do it with... Just a sec, let me check my Discord. Oh, again, cryo, regensive, like, yeah, why they do, like, something like that? Oh my god. It's not fair to do something on cryo, regensive. Jahoda is a 4-star quick sub DPS with lunar swirl. Yeah, that is true. The new 5-star, yeah, we'll see. I will check that. Thank you very much, Cloud. Okay, so yeah, let's just... Sara test might be annoying, but Janssen test, yeah, about that, let's say that. I don't think I will do like the Sara test video, you know why, but definitely Janssen, yes. I just need to get like clean run. But again, guys, if you ask me, like, you can go for Janssen. Don't forget about like all of the tests. To do like clean run, you need to do like a lot of like, you know, like yeah, like tries. Ton of tries, you know, it's, believe me, it's like huge. Even like with his optimal team, which is like with like ineffa and like Furino or Aino and Sucrose, you still like need to do like couple tries. I never like to use Sara, to be honest, not gonna lie. You know why? Even though, but why I have a Constellation 6? Because my Raiden is Constellation 2. So because of that, I got a ton of Saras. But me, I actually don't like to. That's why she's at level 70, you know? I never used her. Because using Sara is so terrible. It's just terrible as hell. And she's not even leveled up completely. Because this one gives you something more, you know? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. She's actually good DPS, not gonna lie. No, it doesn't give you more. She's not bad DPS, by the way. Because yeah, her multipliers is pretty good. Yeah, it will take some rounds, maybe like use of food. Oh no, like if it's so, I'm not going to use Sarah. I never use food in my videos, guys. If you notice that, I never use food on my videos. You know why? Because it's not fair. You just imagine, let's say like that. You can't use food in Spiral Abyss. You can't use food in Stygian Onslaught. Because of that, using food actually in many cases makes no sense. And I usually don't watch the video when someone uses foods. Just a second. But
People
like,
ought not be so frightened of
like
ghosts.
okay, Miracle, like I agree with
They
you.
are merely talking
You
shadows,
can use cards and it's kind of not
chattering
the
away
same, you
endlessly
know?
about
Food and like cards is actually completely different stuff. Because, yeah, cards, yeah. Okay guys, so yeah, that's maybe it for today. Let me check that. So yeah, let's do some artifacts like this trashy stuff. So yeah, if you notice that Ororon is not a great, Janssen is not bad, not gonna lie, I didn't expect that. But again, with Constellation 6 might be better because of like that time duration increased with like that buff time, you know, from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. But again, unfortunately, yes, if you have Constellation like 1, I know you can get more damage, definitely, because it's plus 80 elemental mastery. It's a huge buff for Flins, by the way. It's really huge buff. Maybe like I will check the, like we still have 14 days, and maybe I will check the banner, like Nefer's banner. If it's going to be pretty okay, you know, I won't go like I'm not going to do any like wishes on this banner for Aino Constellation. If it's going to be trash as hell, maybe I will do like maybe 1 or 2 multis on that banner. We'll see, but with singles, you know, because I did the test with Furina and with Aino, and you know what, it's kind of the same damage. Maybe I will do the video about that. It's exactly the same damage. Constellation 0 Aino and Constellation 0 Furina with the same set is exact same damage, because yeah, you don't have any other buff that than the artifact set gives you. It's only 120 elemental mastery if you have 2 Nod-Krai characters on your team. That's it. That's terrible, but it is what it is. So yeah, if you ask me, go for. If you ask me about going for ineffa or not, again, ineffa is not a bad character. She will get her rerun in 6.3 if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So yeah, it's by the way with Columbina. No, what I didn't answer like about like you didn't answer about like choose Maverick as a user. What? Why you did Maverick? Like Mirac, I don't remember. It just was a free. That's why I didn't. I missed that question. Oh yeah, maybe. Like I don't know. I just like the name. So yeah, I just like the name. Furina in which phase? What? Furina is which? Furina? I don't remember. Like yeah, I don't remember like correctly, but like maybe 2 or 3 days ago. What one? What's that? Leaks about what? No, Furina, like, you mean like Furina rerun? Oh, I don't know, like, maybe. Furina should get her rerun. Alright, so yeah, let's craft some stuff. So yeah, I will do a game like this set. Unfortunately. I don't remember, like, yeah, maybe second phase, I forgot. Oh, you mean like Furina? Where it's like some leaks say that like Chevreuse will be in Nefer's banner. Yeah, if Chevreuse, you know what, about Chevreuse, I don't believe in that. Because, let's say like that, Chevreuse is completely not fits that,
Which should I choose?
you know, completely. She's not, like, which character fits? It's Calais. It's Calais. If I'm not mistaken, we didn't get Calais recently. Just a second. So yeah, like, I don't remember exactly if Calais was within Ineffa's banner. To be honest, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I will most likely get something like Dendro related, you know. Maybe like a Yao Yao will be within Nefer banner. But I don't believe in Chevreuse. It's actually not a true leaks. So yeah, Yao Yao possible. Maybe some Hydro. You know, like, not Shinchu. Oh yeah, like this one. Dahlia. Dahlia is possible. Yao Yao is possible. Maybe Candice. But I don't believe in that so much. Yeah, because it's Hydro. Dahlia, yes, because he gives some shield. It's possible. Oh yeah, by the way, Kirara. Because Kirara increase skill damage. But yes, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, again, like, most likely it's going to be like some Hydro and like Dendro characters. I don't think they will put Chevreuse in that. It's kind of like, yeah, it makes no sense. You didn't see the banner leaks? 6-1 Nefer Furina. Oh, for real? No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I just remember that. You're right. For some leaks. It could be true if Arlecchino rerun with Nefer. It could be true is Arlecchino with Nefer. Actually, yes, but... Oh yeah, maybe. Chevreuse, for real. That would be crazy, actually. Let me check my Chevreuse. Just a second. No, I forgot about that. Yeah, actually I saw that. Furina Arlecchino. Yeah, that is true. It's a leaks about that. Yeah. You're right, guys. Completely forgot about that. It's possible. Yeah, you're right, guys. Just a second. Let me just check my Chevreuse. Oh my god, that's a long way to go. But yeah, it's possible, you know? Maybe I will spend my 50-50, by the way, we'll see. Because why not? But I don't think I will spend my guaranteed on Nefer. I personally don't like Nefer so much, and let me explain you why. Nefer, unfortunately, a little bit like limited when it comes to team comps. She mostly will be playable only in like Lunar Bloom stuff, you know, that's it. No Hyper Bloom. You cannot do Hyper Bloom. You cannot use Electro. You actually maybe can use Electro, but I don't know how it's going to work. It's like, yeah. Other than that, Nefer is EM, like scale characters, mostly EM scale characters. So yeah, like Lauma is a best character for her. And by the way, not only Lauma, Aino as well. Just don't forget about that, because Aino also, like, if you can get Constellation 6 or at least Constellation 1, it's actually crazy buff, because this set gives you 120 plus Constellation 1 gives you 80. It's 200 additional elemental mastery. That's a huge buff for Nefer. So if you have Constellation, let's say like that, if you have Aino, Constellation 1, have Lauma, go for Nefer. So yeah, you just like try to not skip her. I have Kirara C6, like she works with Nefer. Like about that, just a second, about Nefer, you know, like I don't think she will work with Nefer, to be honest, but Yao Yao might be okay, because you know why, you need some healing. Coley might be okay if she didn't get rerun recently. But if I'm not mistaken, she got some rerun. Kirara, I don't think so. Kirara has some shields though, you know, like yeah, maybe because of that. The point is, Kirara increase your skill damage, you know, she's not increase your charge attacks, but Nefer plays out of charge attacks. I don't think she will. Like, so yeah, I have Aino, Constellation and Lauma. Yeah, like that's true, like Miracle. Because of that, I wouldn't suggest you to go like for Flins. If you notice that, you can use Iansan with Flins, but it's actually like kind of slightly nightmare. Low damage. Oh, you know what? Do I have some time? Yeah. Let's just Do what? Will it change my... Oh yeah, I can do it like, yeah, just a second. I can do it in this mode. Let's just switch ineffa with the answer. You know? So yeah. I don't care about this one so much. So yeah, unfortunately, like, yeah, he will reset that. That's bad to see, like, immediately. That's alright. It's like, it's fearless mode, yeah. You don't have Eons and Constellation 2? You don't have Eons. No, my Eons and Constellation 2, but only 2.
Use of force authorized. I warn you!
Absorption test.
Close your eyes. Observe. Are you quite finished?
That's it. One hit.
To dust. Close your eyes.
No energy.
I'm rather out of sorts.
Quick as a flash. Start the animal test 6308. Absorption.
Observe. Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, actually you're right. I need to go for Aino. Yeah. No. We need Aino. Yeah. I forgot about it. Just a second. I completely forgot about that again. Yeah, we need Aino. But yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I can use Aino. So yeah, again, I don't care about that so much. So yeah, let's go. It's like, it's fearless mode. Yeah. Yeah. Like, to be honest, I saw that first, then I saw your comment.
Use of force authorized. I warn you!
First. Animal test 63.
Be silent.
But again, it's going to be difficult. You know why? I will get some hits anyway.
To dust. Close your eyes.
Energy is terrible to get some energy. It's so...
Control breathing. Let's move. Absorption test.
Be silent.
You know what's the problem with Janssen? Yeah, why enough is way more
Night
better.
falls.
Finally we just...
Quick as a flash. Start the... Stand clear.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Damage is good, but you know what's the problem? Why Janssen is bad?
Observe. To dust.
Don't flaw. Faster. Come on. Full speed ahead. On absorption test. Animal hypostate.
Close your eyes. Be silent. To dust. Observe. To dust.
Damage is cool.
Step aside. Start the... Stand clear.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls.
I warn you! Looks like fun!
Close your eyes. To dust.
Look, the rainbow. Control breathing. On my mark. Animal test 6308.
Observe. Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls.
Faster. Stronger. Stand clear.
Observe.
Yeah, if you try a couple times, you can clear it, but again, don't forget about this is a fearless mod. And you know what's the problem is? Why, like, let's say like that, why Sarah and Eons and Aino, like, and Janssen is so bad because they don't apply off-field electro. When you have off-field electro, let me show you again, but now with Aino and with ineffa. Ineffa applies off-field electro, it gives you additional damage, and also she keeps that lunar damage live, you know? Yeah, it's not bad, it's just difficult, and it's super random. You know, because let's say like that, if you can, let's say like that, you know why I don't check that dispo, I don't watch that dispo, because he actually like you do that perfect, like, you know, like perfect environment for the damage and food, etc. That's why I don't watch his videos, to be honest. I watch a couple times. I notice that, you know, like you as a usual player and free to play, it's a little bit difficult to do the same. So yeah, just now let me show you with Vanessa. It's completely different.
Use the force authorized.
Installation chamber deployed. Animal test 63.
Close your eyes.
But again, it's difficult. Why? You know why you don't? Yeah, let me do it again. You know what's the problem? That's why ineffa, like Aino, is kind of like a maybe good option, but you need to do what?
Use the force authorized.
First, catch all of them. Okay.
Cleanup sequence initiate. Stand clear. Animal test 60.
Yes, let's just a second.
Go
Now,
strong.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
what? You know what? With ineffa,
Night falls.
Installation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust up. Stand clear.
Be silent. Fear the dark. Observe. Fear the dark.
Cleanup sequence initiate. Absorption test.
Be silent. Fear the dark. Night falls.
Installation chamber deployed. Ultimatum protocol. Animal test 60.
Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Be silent. To dust.
Look, the rainbow! Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up. Absorption test.
Close your eyes.
but again, like I thought the answer would be better than no. That's the point. That's why I didn't test with the answer. You can do, let's say like that. When you fight against Regensiv, you can do anything you want. When you fight against like in Stygian Onslaught, no, it's actually super difficult. It's super difficult. It's not so easy. And even Aino is not so good. You know why? Let's say like that. If you use stuff for Homa on your... Well, I assume that. If you use stuff for Homa on your... like ineffa and your Flins, I would say that Furina is better. Because Aino doesn't... You need to use Aino every rotation, which is actually terrible. You know why? You can with Furina you can decrease his rotation. Like, let me show you what I do with. The damage looks close, but no, the damage looks close, but ineffa shield like it's good. Like yeah, damage is actually like close. That is true, but ineffa's shield is crazy. And by the way, yeah, let me show you why Furina is, in my opinion, slightly better maybe.
Use the force authorized.
Stand clear. Animal test.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark? Close your eyes. Night falls.
Ultimatum protocol. Absorption test.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Night falls.
Shower me with the installation chamber. Animal test 63.
Observe. To dust. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Yeah. Preparing for dust up.
I will explain
Cleanup
just a
sequence
second.
initiate. Absorption test.
Observe. Fear the dark. Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
Strike a pose. Defensive mode engaged. Stand clear.
Observe. Close your eyes.
I will explain why, you know what's the point is? They should make C6 Janssen and provide shielding. No. You know what's the problem is? Again, why like why Furina, like yeah, with Aino, what? Janssen? No. Breaks the boss shot, like yeah. The damage looked like close, but like ineffa shot, yeah. Ineffa, like, because ineffa provides off-field electro. By the way, Sarah is also doesn't provide. Yes, Sarah provides more damage than ineffa, than Janssen, my bad, than Janssen. But again, it's not enough. No off-field. Why Furina is good? With Furina, I do that rotation. I use Furina first, then ineffa, then sucrose, then Flins. Then, since Furina's skill lasts for 30 seconds or ish something, let's check that. Actually, my memory is so bad, but yeah, I need to check all of the stuff again and again. So yeah, it lasts like for 30 seconds, yeah. Since it lasts for 30 seconds, I don't use Furina again. I use ineffa with her burst, then sucrose, then again Flins. Because in that case, Flins' cooldown on his skill is actually shorter. After that, I switch to again Furina, ineffa, sucrose, Flins, then again to ineffa. You know, this rotation actually gives me like pretty smooth rotation, and I don't wait so much. When it comes to Janssen, like Aino though, I need to use Aino again and again and again and again. That's a problem. That's why even though like I assume that even with Aino Constellation 1, for me Furina is better than Aino when it comes to like Stygian and the timing, you know. So yeah, when it comes to damage, Aino will give more damage, but when it comes to flexibility, Furina is crazy. The only problem with Furina, since she drains your HP, you need to go for shielder or healer. That's the only problem. So yeah. Only in that case you actually can do like pretty smooth rotation with like, you know what the problem is with Flins? Even though Flins is good, you know, like one-shotting an enemy, it's completely different story. You know, like that's why, by the way, I do like this boss, like from Natlan, because it's a little bit difficult to one-shot him. When it comes to Regensiv, actually one-shotting Regensiv, it's a piece of cake. You know, it's super easy. That's why I don't watch tests with Regensiv. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, it's abusing Regensiv, that's it. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's it for today. But yeah, about like next stream, I don't know like when I'm going to be live, because you know what the problem is? We will get Wuthering Waves update on Thursday. Maybe I will do Galbrena wishing offline, then we'll do some testing, or maybe not, we'll see, or maybe I will do next stream on Thursday, we'll see. Like, you know, the problem is on Friday we will get, yeah, maybe I will do next stream on Thursday, we'll see. I know it's just 80 more EM or so. Yes, it's only 80 more Elemental Mastery. It's only like, it's nothing like at all, like it's only, like let me check that. So yeah, after Aino uses her elemental skill or elemental burst, so yeah, elemental mastery will be increased by 80. The elemental mastery of other nearby active party members will be increased by 84. So yeah, elemental mastery increasing effect of this constellation do not stack. You see, that's a problem. So you, like, it's not a problem, it's just like elemental mastery increasing effect of this constellation. So yeah, most likely, you know why is that? If you will get, you know what doesn't mean, most likely? Elemental mastery increasing effect of this constellation do not stack. You know what doesn't mean actually? It means most likely, maybe, I don't have her constellation, but again, maybe Sucrose constellation, it's actually, oh no, it's like Sucrose gives you from her passive. What does it mean? It means like in the future, if we will get some characters who can give you EM out of one of the constellation, it will not stackable, you know? So yeah, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. But it's only like 80 elemental mastery. But that's why I always use Furina, you know? That's why I always use Furina. Furina, like, yeah, Aino needs energy recharge. Furina doesn't need energy recharge. For like Aino's, like this hit doesn't apply so much hydro. Yes, you can do some lunar charge, but it's not so much, unfortunately. I can test, I have like Hersey one, but like, yeah, I wish like offline and testing like in Wednesday, what? Yeah, wishing offline, what? Wishing offline and testing on Wednesday. No. In that case, no. Wishing offline and testing on Wednesday. No, in that case, no. I'm going to do like that. No, like it's. Did I say it's not Tuesday? It's Thursday. Like yeah, it's not Tuesday. It's not tomorrow. It's like Wuthering Waves is going to be like on after Wednesday. So yeah, it's Thursday. It's not Tuesday. Miracle. The point is like. I can no. Let's select that. No, let's do next stream on Thursday. So yeah, and after that maybe Friday, because on Friday we will get like that special program, you know. Oh, by the way, you know what? You know what? Oh, you know what? I will do this like as a video about that. When you go to the rainy space, like place. With Aino?
My shoes and socks are soaking wet. I wanna go home.
So yeah, it's actually... I will do the video maybe about that. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Oh no, no problem. Like, no problem.
Oh, the rain stopped.
The rain stopped.
Let's go on a trip. And let's bring an Mo.
She's fun character, but unfortunately she's so bad, you know, like she's terrible. You know why? She like relies on energy. Yes, she applies pretty enough hydro, not gonna lie. The problem is she's circle impact, even though that circle is actually like pretty cool. You know, if you check that, it's actually huge, not gonna lie. It's way better than Bennett's circle, you know. But the problem is, yeah, like she relies on energy so bad. Also, like her skill, yes, maybe you can use sacrificial like gravestone, something like that, grave sword. But yeah, it doesn't give you much. Yes, and also like her damage is terrible. Yeah. Oh, she's good, my little girl. Yeah, like you mean like poor Aino? Poor Aino, yeah, I know. Like yeah, I will do another video. I have like yeah, when she's... So yeah, I have a lot of videos to be honest, but like yeah, I don't have enough time. Like yeah, it's like yeah, I will do like couple about Aino. Definitely. Alright guys, so yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for joining. Next time maybe I will be online on Thursday. So yeah, like not Tuesday, not Wednesday, but yeah, the day after Wednesday, because you know why, the like, new version of 2.7 version will be live. And yeah, why not? We can do like, we can get Culture together. As you know, my luck in Wuthering Waves is terrible. I have enough pulls though. At the moment I have 180 plus 30 and plus 7 I can get out of like the store, the shop, and also 600 primogem like asteroids. So yeah, it's going to be about 240. You know, I can lose my 50-50, then get my guaranteed, then another 50-50 and guaranteed. And I assume I can get both of them. I mean, Shuyuan and Galbrena. We'll see though. No weapons though. So yeah, I don't think I can get weapon. Keep Aino warm and like, yeah, that is true actually. Like, you need to keep Aino warm and comfy. Okay guys, so yeah. Thanks for joining me once again and bye bye guys. Bye bye.
Which should I choose? Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views. I don't want to add to Anthony's trouble.